everyone, this is Molly with Heartbeat Narratives, and I am here in Bergen, Norway, on a beautiful mountain, and I met Dina.
Yes.
So what is it that brings you up here on this mountain, and which mountain are we on?
So we're on Mount Ulriken. It's the tallest mountain of the 7 mountains that surround Bergen. It's beautiful up here. I love working here. It's like the best office in the world. And I think what brings me the most joy of being here is like the view, being able to see where my family lives, seeing the sea. Like the sea is one of my favorite things, being able to just hear the waves and being surrounded by the things that are in the sea. My family has like a boathouse and stuff, and I just absolutely love being there and being with my family and my friends and being able to like experience things outside. And I work on the zip line up here, and it's gorgeous. I love working on the zip line because people are scared, but then they come back from the zip line and they're like so excited. They're like, oh my god, it was incredible. Thank you so much for letting me go. So I love seeing the way the adrenaline like kicks in for people. I think the adrenaline is what like drew me to it immediately. I've done like jumping in a parachute in Australia. So that was like the best experience of my life. And so a zipline was just like the next best thing, where you still get the adrenaline, but it's not as high.
Yeah. So you're from Bergen originally then?
Yes.
I love it. Could you talk a little bit how long your family's been here?
So my family has actually been here for, I think, a lot of generations. My family now lives in a place that has our surname as the name of the place. So I think we've been there for quite a few generations. My family lives on a farm, and my family has recently moved all together. So we have this piece of land where like my whole family is, my sister, my brother, their families with their children, and my dad. I've grown up like pretty close with my family. It's been very nice. And I've also grown up with a lot of animals and being outside. We have this huge garden where you can pick all of the berries. We have apple trees. It's amazing. My favorite snacks when I was growing up was like cucumbers straight from the plant, and snap peas, like the small peas. Like they're amazing. So that's, growing up here has just been so nice. I've been traveling a little bit, but I always end up back here. It's like something that just pulls me back. Yeah.
It's your home.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's funny, being from Hawaii, there's these deep genealogical ties to places where our families are from, or the islands, or the watersheds where our families are from, and it sounds like you are living in that alongside your relatives. That's the dream, to be able to thrive in your homeland. Are you full Norwegian? Just curious.
Yes. So I actually did a DNA test with my dad because he wanted to see where we were from. And I just got 100% Scandinavian. So I was like, okay, so I'm just very white. So yeah, I'm genetically pretty much just 100% from Norway. And a little bit, I think, Sweden and Denmark, but very little like far back in my genetics and stuff.
I love meeting people who are like from a place originally and just seeing like what their stories are, because Bergen, there's just the most beautiful fjords and views, and the sun is out today, which is quite unique. I know it's usually rainy.
Yeah, I don't really like the rain, but we have had a really good summer, and when the weather is nice here, it's like the best place on earth to be, because it's like the perfect temperature always. When the sun is out, we really appreciate it. I think we are very good at appreciation in the city, like being able to see, oh, now the weather is nice, we have to go outside, we have to be with our friends, and like really standing in that and like being happy with when the weather is nice, and also accepting that when the weather is bad, you just have to roll with it.
And back to ziplining, because that's what drew me in. So is that what makes your heart beat? Is that a hobby that brings you a lot of joy? You said the adrenaline pulled you in initially. Any fun stories from ziplining?
I think anything that gets my heart beating is like something that makes people happy. Ziplining for me is a fun hobby that I can do, but like when I work here and I see people that are like super excited, they're like, oh my god, I'm so ready to go. Or when someone is nervous and I can see that I'm actually helping them go through that fear, I really like that feeling. I like seeing people come back up and be like, oh my god, I had an amazing time, I want to go again. That kind of feeling of being able to help people, I think that's what's keeping me here. So that's what's motivating me to come to work every day. It's just being able to see everyone be happy about doing the zipline and sharing that connection. I think that's the best.
And I imagine you meet people from all over the world, like daily. Yeah. What is that like?
I love meeting people from different places. I think that's one of my favorite things, being able to work in like a tourist attraction, because I'm able to like talk in English. I love talking English. I'm able to like communicate with a lot of different people. People ask questions, and I think it's so fun to see like what different cultures bring out of people, what they want to see, what they're asking me, if they're like going for hikes after, or if they're going to just eat at the restaurant. It's so fun to be able to talk to them. And I also love languages, so whenever I have people who speak in a language that I know, I'm like, yes, I can talk in this language. So I know a little bit of Japanese. When I had Japanese customers, I'm like, yes, finally, because we haven't had too many, and it's just so fun. And also Spanish, I think, is very fun. But also just being able to see how they interact with each other. People always say, it's very funny, at the beginning of the zipline, people always, oh my god, bye, I love you. I'm like, it sounds like you're saying goodbye forever. This is very safe, I promise. I've done this a lot of times. I know what I'm doing. They're like, bye. I'm like, oh wow, okay. But it's very funny. I think it's great to meet people from different cultures. You can learn a lot from just seeing how different people interact and questions, and just seeing where they go, if they go to the edge, if they stay away from the edge, if they're from city and stuff. It's very fun.
As a visitor to your city, we're always thinking about this in Hawaii too, regenerative tourism, sustainable tourism. How can people be good visitors here in Norway? Because I think that there's a balance. And what are your thoughts on that?
I think, obviously, I want people to go see the main attractions, but we have so much nature around, and I think going into nature is like the best place to be, because it's not too crowded. You'll be able to see what it's actually like to be here. Going up to this mountain is, I feel like it's both a good tourist attraction, but also a good sustainable place to be, because you're not taking up a lot of space in the city with a lot of other people, but also being very mindful of garbage and stuff. I have been like picking garbage around here a lot whilst working, just because I see a lot of people leave things, and we're very aware of that in Norway. We love keeping our nature clean. We have a lot of nature, so we want to sustain it as much as possible. So I think being mindful of just where you are, where you're standing in the road, like if you're taking up space, move to the side. We're very nice people as well, so like asking questions instead of being confused, it's gonna make your travels much better if you just go up and be like, hey, so sorry to bother you, can you help me with this? We're known to be a little bit like standoffish, but if you ask us a question, I think most Norwegians are happy to help. Then you'll find your place, and you'll figure out where to go, and you'll get advice. People will recommend things to you. It's always good.
With such an adrenaline-focused hobby, how do you think you got into it in the first place? Is there a story from when you were a kid that got you into like these high-intensity interests?
I think as a kid, at first I used to be very cautious, but I think it was because of my mom. My mom's always been very like worried. She also works as an engineer, so she would always be like, oh my god, look at the bolts. I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? But I think one of the first times I did like water slides, or I did the drops at amusement parks, I think that's when I was like, oh my god, I love this feeling. It makes you feel alive. And then I started thinking about, what if I jumped out of a plane? And then I did that, and it was insane. The best experience of my life. And just like the rush is so fun. When I first did the zipline here for the first time, I remember I got off and I was shaking because of the adrenaline. I was like, this is what it means to be alive. It's just such a good feeling. And you can get it from so many different places, like not doing like high intensity things as well. I started doing like ice bathing last year. Like, I go swimming no matter what weather it is. It's so nice because you get up and you're like, okay, I'm alive, I'm awake, I feel good, my body's working. And you also learn how to calm yourself easier, the high intensity, so you know how to be like, okay, let's breathe, let's take it down a notch. So it's very fun. I think the adrenaline just makes me feel alive and makes me feel like I'm doing something that's so fun, and then afterwards I can calm down again. It's a very good experience. Yeah.
Would you be able to share a little bit of that in Norwegian so people can hear what Norwegian sounds like?
Sure. Så det jeg synes det er gøyest med adrenalin, og den gøyeste erfaringen er på en måte det rushet og den følelsen du får etterpå. Det er liksom the aftermath, altså det som skjer etterpå som er det gøye, og det å fortelle folk om hva du har gjort, og det å kunne dele det med andre, og på en måte den, når du rister litt og du kjenner det. Så det er det jeg synes er best.
Thank you. Being in Norway, I feel like there's a lot of outdoor cold weather sports, including the sauna and like jumping into a fjord after. What other things do you do? I know that you were saying that you like to do the sauna bathing and parachute jumping and all kinds of things.
So I think my favorite thing, especially during the winter, is skiing. Downhill skiing is the best. I have a favorite place to go, which is Hemsedal, which it's 4 hours away from here, so it's a bit of a drive, but it's so worth it. It's like huge, and there are so many different places you can ski. And I think even if you go to Voss or Myrkdal, which is like just a few hours away from here, it's like always worth it, and you still get that like community of hanging out with people, but also you get to do something where you can go as fast as you want, you can do jumps, you can adjust to what pace you like. And then I also think hiking has its own kind of adrenaline sometimes. Just being able to do like different views. You can go for a walk by the sea, you can go for a walk up in the mountains, you can get the view, you can get close to the seashore and everything. And I also think like horror movies. I'm only mentioning this because I watched The Conjuring Last Rites yesterday in the cinema and I was freaking out. I jump really easily, but it's also like a very good source of adrenaline if you don't want to go out and jump out of a plane. You can just watch a horror movie. It's very fun. Highly recommend actually, because it was a great movie. I did actually really enjoy it. But you also have like escape rooms, like being caught in a room. It's a little claustrophobic. It's a little bit scary. We have ones at Bergen, which I think are great because they're in the old buildings, so you get that kind of ambiance. It's a little bit creepy. The stairs are like creaking and everything's really small and tight, and they've really decked out the room. So I think it's very fun when you have more extreme sport things, but you also have the like more down-to-earth fun things that you can do.
Yeah. And earlier you mentioned that you are learning Japanese, you know, a little bit. How did you get into learning Japanese?
So my sister got me into anime when I was 12, and I just fell in love with the language. I fell in love with the culture of Japanese people because it's so different from Norwegians or Americans or anything else. All of the different kinds of anime you can watch, the different music that came with it, the different storylines and stuff. And so because I was watching it so much, I became super interested. I've always loved languages. Like English, I've been learning since I was like 3. Because I went for a lot of holidays with my mom, so I would always speak English. And so learning a new language just became very natural, and I really loved Japanese because it's so different. You have the different characters, so many different ways of learning it. I then went on a language trip when I was 15. It was great. 3 weeks, just Japanese every single day, Japanese food. You got to see all of the attractions in Tokyo. It was incredible, with just a bunch of people that I didn't know. So I got to meet a lot of new people, but also explore like, a whole new city with so many different things. And then when I was in high school, they actually had Japanese as a subject. So I did Japanese in high school as well. And we did a little trip to Fukuyama, which is near Hiroshima. So we went to the historical site of Hiroshima where the bombs hit. And it was such like a heavy place. But then they had so much hope for the future, and they were like, we want to do all of these changes so this never happens again. We don't want to suffer the same loss. And it was so nice to just meet the people there. And I lived with the best host family ever. I was there for a week, not even like 6 days, I think. And they made me a photo album of my time there, and they like cried when I left. Like, it was incredible. Like, everyone's so nice there, and beautiful people, and such a beautiful country. So after that, I've just been trying to like keep it up, but it's hard when you don't have anyone to talk to. But I love Japanese, and it will always have a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you get more visitors from Japan who are adrenaline junkies as well, who want to do zip lining, and it sounds like one day you'll probably go back. But
100%. Yeah, 100% I will go back. I think I was on the plane leaving the last time I was there, and I was like, okay, I'm coming back here. I probably won't live there because I love Norway too much, but going back, I'll visit my host family. I'll see the people that I know from there because I met some people in Australia as well from Japan. So, yeah, 100% going back.
Any other thoughts on joy or tapping into that side of yourself, that adrenaline? Any last thoughts?
I think with joy, it's always best shared with other people. I always want to share happiness with my friends and my family and do stuff with them, but also sit with the joy yourself as well. Be able to see that you're having a good time even though there's no one else to enjoy it with at the time, and then tell everyone after.
Yes. These global connections are just so powerful. So it was so nice to meet you, Dina. Thank you. Tusen takk.
Tusen takk. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you too.